Let's go DFS. Welcome back. This is Christian, aka Denver Score Mega, and this is your first 5 in for Week 7 NFL on DraftKings.com. Stay tuned. First up at quarterback, we got Joe Burrow, 6,700, Cincinnati Bengals. He was our guy last week, and we're going back to the well this week. He's going to get hot this Sunday against the Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons will give it up. We know it. They're the Falcons. They are going to give it up. Now, it's going to be a nice day in Cincinnati. That also makes me feel better about the whole situation. The over-under on that game has been ticking up in a significant way, and we always like that. So Joe Burrow, 6,700, fire him up. At running back, first guy I'm plugging in this week is Derrick Henry, 8,200. Tennessee Titans against the Indianapolis Colts. They're going to be a 2.5-point home favorite this week, something that we like, and paying all the way up to the top usually helps make you a little bit different in your lineup. So 8,200, Derrick Henry. I don't need to tell you about him. We all know what he does. The only thing we really have to worry about is just something weird like Damian Hilliard vulturing a touchdown or anything like that. But Derrick Henry's about as safe as it comes these days. So Derrick Henry, 8,200, fire him up. If we like Burrow, you know we got to stack him up. Unlike last week where we did it with Jamar Chase, calling him out for a good game, we're calling out T. Higgins this week. Yes, sir, we are going to stack up Burrow with T. Higgins. Atlanta's been giving it up fat to the number 2 wide receiver each and every week. You can go and look at the box scores, go find who the number 2 wide receiver was for that week on that team, and he had a really great game, and I expect much of the same. T. Higgins, I think he's at 6,400 this week, in the middle with a bunch of other really nice plays. He might just not go all that noticed. So T. Higgins, let's go. No Cameron Brate for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers this week. Kyle Rudolph, he's not really a football player anymore. So who does that leave? Caden Otten, 2,700, Tampa Bay Buccaneers playing against the Carolina Panthers this week. Huge favorites. Obviously, Panthers are a mess right now. They just traded CMC. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about saving at tight end, the fucking dumpster fire black hole that has killed so many of our lineups in the past. We like to pay down whenever we can. So 27, Cade Otten, let's go. Rounding it out, let's plug in a defense. This week I got a sneaky suspicion about the football team. What can I say? And at their defense at home, 2,500 against the Green Bay Packers. Come on, man. We are going to go there. We're going to exploit that, and that's the exact price point we like to pay for defense. So 2,500 for the football team. They've gotten 5 sacks in the last 2 football games, and at 2,500, man, that is good enough for me. So in quick recap, our first 5 in this week, we're looking at Joe Burrow, we're looking at Derrick Henry, we're looking at T. Higgins, Caden Otten at tight end, and the football team on defense this week. Those 5 plays come to a grand total of just over 25, 27.6 or something like that exactly. That's going to leave you about 5,350 per player to finish out your lineup. Plenty of room to do with just about whatever you want. So by all means, take these picks, run with it, and let's make some money. Let's go. What's that? You didn't like those picks? You say you need something for the afternoon part of the main slate? You say you need more than what I gave you with those first 5? Well, that's okay. I got 5 more for you. Stay tuned. You need a different quarterback? How about Justin Herbert? 7,200 for the Clippers against Seattle. You know, it's a good matchup. He's at home. He's getting some weapons back. He's losing some weapons, but he's getting some back. Justin Herbert, 7,200. Sounds pretty good to me. At running back, I normally don't like to give you chalk. You probably already know this, but Josh Jacobs at 6,500 at home against the Houston Texans. This is a smash play this week. I mean, you know, he's going to be popular, sure. Lots of lineups are going to have him, but the way I'm looking at that Raiders Texans game, Josh Jacobs is going to be a very busy man. So Josh Jacobs, 6,500. Why not? The Kansas City San Francisco game's looking like it's going to be one of the best games of the week. The over-under's been going up, so obviously you're going to want a piece of that action. So how about Deebo Samuel, 7,600 for the San Francisco 49ers? The the Chiefs will give it up. They're a spunky team, a very good team. They're obviously, both teams are in a kind of like a must-win feel kind of situation, both coming off of losses. I'm expecting a really good game. So with a really good game, I'm expecting Deebo Samuels to get his. So Deebo Samuels 7,600. Yeah, how about that? Going to the other side of that football game, Kansas City Chiefs. Why not go for the best tight end to pretty much ever do it? One of the safest plays at that position. Travis Kelce, $8,000. Kansas City Chiefs against the 49ers. Not necessarily the greatest matchup for him this week, but he's their best player. He's what's up at that position. He is one of the safest players at that position ever. So what's wrong with going with Travis Kelce at $8,000? His ownership is not going to be all that high, and always a good way to get different in your lineups is pay all the way up at tight end. So Travis Kelce, $8,000. Let's go. And one more pick for you for the afternoon slate. The New York Jets, 2,600 special teams and defense against the Denver Broncos. It's the right price point. They're playing well. It's not going to be that nice here in Denver next week. It's been beautiful here for months now, but the weather is trying to change, and you're going to notice that in this particular Sunday. So I'm just liking all the elements. Really low over/under. Probably could be even an ugly game. Could look very similar to last week's Jets-Packers game, and we all know how that turned out after the fact. So Jets, 2,600. Let's go. And there's some picks for the afternoon slate for you. That's a much pricier kind of base than I gave you with the earlier players. But after that all said and done, you're still left with $4,500 per player. If you can find yourself a really nice pay down option at wide receiver, that's going to open up all those really nice plays, mid-level plays for you again, helping you to create a really nice lineup. I truly think that these picks are going to be really solid, and they're going to give you an edge in ownership, with the exception of Josh Jacobs. He will be really popular this week. So anyway, man, that's your first 5 twice. So good luck to y'all. Pinchy Flacco, a.k.a. Score Mega, out.